go down after losing yardage at the 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Second down, here's an option right. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that
one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Hands it off out of the gun. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So you can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing again on second down. Heineke slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got a man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on second down.
Heineke
flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now Heineke. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
50 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he stopped immediately there.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Heineke on first down. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first and 10, it's Gibson.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Heineke now.
To the right side and complete to Thomas.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Play action now. Here's Heineke.
Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They go play action. Now Heineke.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Looking to throw, Heineke.
Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Now Heineke.
Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted.
Snags it for the pick. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Flush to his right, and he'll find Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know that
he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And think about this strong safety position. Yeah, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the scramble. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. We'll find Gibson here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Heineke. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. They'll run with Gibson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Heineke. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson from 4 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw it.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Jamin Davis charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Gibson again.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
They'll look to throw. And he's brought down. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
This will go for 5 up to the 33. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
McCann's got it teed up. Pulls it in at the... And a good return, able to get... Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On first down, Gibson.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Off the play fake, Heineke.
Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.